Tristan, how's it feel to be back in Cleveland?
Feels good. Feels good. You know, it's a trusted place. Obviously, being a Cleveland State guy, played probably, graduated Cleveland State, played probably two of my best college seasons there. Met a lot of great people. So Cleveland definitely has a dear place in my heart. So, it feels good being back.
When you were with the Vikings, did you ever think you would be playing down the road here with the one and gold?
In some way, yeah. I felt like it was a a realistic situation that I would somehow find my way back here. Obviously, like I knew some people from the staff from my time at Cleveland State and just being around here. I had two workouts here in my pre-draft last year that were very well. So I felt like there was a chance that I would come back here at some point.
What do you hope to get out of this opportunity?
Obviously, hopefully trying to get, a place here, in this organization. But I think it's important that I just go out and I try to show, who I am to the best of my abilities, like as a basketball player. Show what I can do, show how I've developed over the past, couple of years. Obviously just also have fun. Summer league is a special time. It's a fun time, so try to enjoy it as well.
Who are you as a basketball player? How do you describe your own game?
I would say I'm an all-around player, kind of a two-way player. I love to play on both sides of the ball. I don't think I need the ball to be effective. I think I'm good at, creating extra possessions, finding myself or putting myself in positions where teammates can find me, being a great cutter, being able to shoot it from outside, just space the floor. And then, I think something that has always been a strength of mine is attacking the rim, getting to the paint, getting to my spots, and then making plays from there. Then, most importantly, just being a great teammate.
You mentioned Summer League. It's not just a showcase for the Cavaliers, it's a showcase for every team around the NBA. So
Right.
how do you keep from trying to do too much in that kind of environment?
I think understanding what teams are looking for, as you go through the process of, training with other teams, being on interviews with other teams, you kind of get an idea of what they're looking for. Usually those are simple things, things that don't always show up on the stat sheet, but things that, consist of like effort, playing hard, wanting to win, those type of things. So I think you can always control that, and I think that's just part of, knowing how to play basketball, and you don't have to do too much for that. You don't have to always try to score the ball. You see it all the time, like guys that score 20 points a game, and for some reason don't get the opportunity, and then there's the next guy that's doing those things that teams are looking for, and they do get a shot. So I think just understanding what teams are looking for.
Jumping off of that, how helpful was Portsmouth in helping you learn those things?
Oh yeah, when I went into Portsmouth, I had like zero to no contact with NBA teams, and then I think right after my first game, there was like 10 teams that wanted to interview, and then throughout Portsmouth, I ended up interviewing with I think like almost every team, maybe except for 3 or something like that. So I got to talk to like almost the whole NBA and kind of get an idea of where I was at. What I had to get better at, and what they were looking for.
What kind of experience and knowledge did you gain from that?
I think that it's very important for me to be able to stretch the floor, kind of like with precision that teams envision me, my body type and stuff like that. And I think what I'm best at myself, I have to be able to stretch the floor in the modern NBA and in the modern game. So I think getting stronger, and I think like I said earlier, kind of understanding what your role is going to be. If you were to make it to the next level, like you're probably not going to be the first, second, or third option on offense. So like, how do you make yourself effective in other ways?
All right, thank you.
Thanks, John.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank
Good
you.
luck out there.
Thank you.
See you out there.
Thanks, Tristan. Appreciate it, man. I did an article with Ryan Blake earlier this year.
Oh, really?
So,